Sensing at Boston University, and the Park Service has been working with them as well. Everybody's gathering for this last count. Good morning, Michael. You there?
Good morning, Charlie. Yeah, I think I'm here. You know, because of our recount last week, the National Park Service provided us with all their best photos and with the Nation of Islam asked us to do one final comprehensive count. And this morning, Charlie, we have the results. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Michael. We'll be back with Michael in just a moment with the tally. We'll get reaction from the Park Service, and we will have also a representative from the Nation of Islam to talk about this final count. The Nation of Islam, of course, threatened a lawsuit over the count, and we'll talk to them about that.
It is now 9 minutes after. How many people really gathered in Washington 11 days ago for that million-man march? We are about to find out from analysts at the Center for Remote Sensing in Boston University. Good Morning America commissioned them to review the photos after the vast differences in the estimates from the National Park Service and the Nation of Islam. Both groups have been watching the work at the center and are eagerly awaiting the results. Our science editor, Michael Gillen, got the analysts going, and he has been working with all these scientists all throughout the process, and he will join us with his tally in just a minute. But first, he has a look at how the analysis was completed.
Remote sensing is the science of studying things from a distance, using satellite and aerial photos like these of the Million Man March.
We have to make sure that we're not,
It's not easy to do. Photos taken from an angle, not directly overhead, short people are hidden by taller people, by trees, by monuments, which means they can easily be overlooked in a count.
So that should be the one that can
So,
do it.
how do you get around the problem? Well, El-Baz and his colleagues have a computer program that can literally transform a photo taken from an angle into a photo that appears to have been taken directly overhead. A computer-generated bird's-eye view, as it were. After that, the Boston University researchers were able to magnify images to the point where they could count heads. Each X here represents one person. Where people were so cram-packed that the crowd looked like a blur, El-Baz estimated there was one person for every 1.5 square feet of space, an estimate borne out by the photographic evidence provided by the National Park Service itself. And now, 2 days, 3 nights, and countless slices of pizza later, they have arrived at the most accurate count yet of how many people, short and tall, were at the Million Man March.
And Michael Gillen joins us now from the Center for Remote Sensing at Boston University. Michael?
Good morning, Joan. I'm here with this weary group of people. They finished about 2:30 this morning. Dr. Farouk El-Baz, let's not keep people waiting. Tell us, what is the count that you got?
The final estimate is 837,000.
And what is the margin of error?
Is about 20%, which means that it could be as low as 670,000 or as high as just a little over 1 million.
And, you know, one wonders at this point, how confident are you in these numbers? I mean, you spent an awful lot of time going over them over and over again. How confident are you?
We are very confident that this is really the last count that we would be doing on these. I wanted this to be done very accurately and in a way that it would be repeatable by anybody else that uses the same data.
Well, thank you one and all. And Joan, that replicability, that being able to repeat the experiment is so essential to science. But there you have it, the number.
Well, Michael, you are a scientist. How confident are you about this figure?